Hi, I'm Harry. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking my first impressions of the Lone Rider ADV Tent. I just got it. You can see I've got it right in the box here, so we'll be starting sight unseen. And we'll set it up and we'll get our first look, and then we'll try to take it camping. Alright, the first setup of the tent right out of the box. I'll have to tell you right away, first impressions, it was really easy to set up. The poles, it's just one connected set of poles. You don't have separate ones. They're shorter. I think it'll make it easier to pack. It came with these nice little, very lightweight little pegs. Seems like it's very roomy inside. And I'll tell you, I'm actually comparing this to my last tent, which was a Big Agnes Gore Pass 2. It was a fabulous tent, I have to say, but I finally wore it out, and it's time for a new one. And from what I've seen, this is great. There it is. Sebago Lake. Oh yeah, here we are. Okay. We're doing this review today from Sebago Lake State Park Campground. Beautiful. I'm actually just about 100 feet away from the beach on Sebago Lake, which is just spectacular in and of itself. It's why you come here. At this point right now, we're in late September, and we've got a beautiful day, and we'll be going out for a ride as well as reviewing this tent. I've been out 5 times for a total of about a dozen nights. I've been out in the sun, the rain, the heat, and the cold. It's a great tent, and I hope you'll find it great too. So let's get on to some of the details. Let me show you what this tent's all about. One of the great things about this tent is the rain fly. It goes all the way to the ground, all around the tent, and I've been out in some torrential rain, and it's really kept me dry. So this is sort of the last peg here on this. The other thing is it's got these great vents. You can pull these things out. Just like that. Has one on the other side too. The tent I'm going to be comparing this to is my last tent, which was a Big Agnes Gore Pass 2. Now sadly they don't make it anymore. It was a wonderful tent, but after about a dozen years and maybe 100 nights, it just didn't cut it anymore. Then I was influenced by the influencers on YouTube, and I got one of these, and I'm really happy with it. Now what you see here are not the original pegs that came with the tent. The original pegs were very low quality. They were wimpy, to use the best term. Very lightweight little pegs. And the first time I used them, most of the tent pegs, tent stakes, whatever you want to call them, all had a bend in them. Some of them, even the heads broke off. So I've replaced them all with things I had from my last tent and others. I've also written the Lone Rider. They recognize this and they're sending me a brand new set of tent stakes. I hope they send me a better set than what this originally came with. Hi, it's Harry in the garage. First, full disclosure, I want you to know that Lone Rider and I have no connection other than I'm a customer. Everything you hear in this video is just my opinion. Lone Rider did replace the pegs under warranty. They are the same as the originals and I didn't expect anything else. My experience with these pegs has shown that unless you're in a campground where you can push them into the ground by hand, they are totally inadequate. I cannot be the first person that has experienced this problem. So as a practical matter, I recommend replacing all the pegs right out of the gate. Now, back to reviewing our tent. The zippers seem to be high quality. They don't jam that easily, and I've had a good experience with them so far. Well, you've seen a number of features on the outside of the tent, and pretty soon we're going to go inside. But I wanted to show you a couple of things that are still left on the outside of the tent. And once we go inside, we'll take the fly off so you can really see what's going on. First thing is that all of these flaps on the front of the tent, they can all roll up and leave you with a big open view even though you're completely covered overhead. So let's do that. So now if it is out in the rain, you can actually sit inside with a big full view. This will still cover you up. Now if you're in the driving rain, that's a different story. Now you can see that you've got a really big door here. Identical one on the back side. You can really open this up. It's easy to get in and out, all your equipment in and out. And so let's go inside. Okay, some of the nice indoor features here is that on both sides there is this little mesh pocket over here, which you can then take the screen and stuff it in there if you wish. I like it to put stuff in when it's closed up. You also have this mesh pocket here. It's the same on the other end. And then the mesh pocket over here as well. One of the things is I wish these mesh pockets were on both sides of the doors, left and right. That would be really handy. And I like the end one, but it'd be nice if there was a second tier. Now on top, there is this mesh roof liner here, which is great, but this is just really light stuff. Otherwise, if it's anything heavy, it'll just fall out. I know you're probably wondering how I know that, but anything more than a t-shirt, even a pair of jeans, heavy pair of pants could just fall out of here. Now, one of the interesting features here is this little zip opening. And you can run a cord in here. At this campground, they had electricity, and I ran it in so I could charge up all my devices. We'll see that again from the outside. All right, let's get the rain fly off, and you can really see what the inside is like. Each layer of the tent is held on with these nice little clips, and so we'll undo these, the bottom ones, because they were the last ones on, and that'll allow us to get the fly off. Now the fly, in addition to these little opening that you slip over the end of the shot corded pole, we have these on the roof, and they have there's 4 of them, so two on the front and two on the back. This is going to come off of here, and then there's 4 corners, one there, one in the back, and then one on the other side. And then the fly can come off. Here is a little zip opening that you can run a cord in, or anything else you'd like, but a good way to get power in here, or I don't know what else you'd use this for, but it's available, and there's one on each opposing corners of the tents. Nice and small poles. Has its own bag for the poles. You can use this or not. I find it keeps them under control. Okay, there you have it, the Lone Rider ADV tent. I just started using it this year. I've gone half a dozen times, and we've got 5 times, and I've got about a dozen nights in with this tent. I'm very happy with it. It's an excellent tent. It'll keep you dry in a storm, keeps the wind away. It has the mesh pockets inside. The cons of it are that the tent pegs, the tent stakes that came with it, were really low quality, and they bent and broke on the very first time I went out. And I could use a couple more mesh pockets inside. I honestly wish the color was a little lighter, because it makes it very dark inside the tent. But other than that, great tent. It's a little pricey, so you'll have to decide for yourself whether there's a value in it. But it looks like a very durable tent, and I'll have this thing for years to come. So, Lone Rider ADV tent, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Before I pack up the last few bits here, I wanted to say thanks for watching. If you buy the Lone Rider ADV tent, I know you're going to enjoy it. So please like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.